All right, so I had a weird Sunday going this morning. Uh, I shut the light off in this room here, and I went for my wallet, and the wallet wasn't in the spot that it should be in. And I panicked right away. I put everything where it belongs. If it's not there, something's happened. Well, anyway, I finally looking around. I had the flashlight. I go over. I put the light on. I look back, and what happened was it's just like disappearing objects phenomenon. I got a movie out last night, and I put the cover on the desk where the computer is, and I pushed the cover to the like I say that would be to the left, and my wallet was there, and it pushed the wallet up into a dark part of the desk. The desk is all black. The wallet is black. I had shut the light off, and I couldn't see the wallet. I had a flashlight real quick, couldn't see the wallet. I found it. I was melting down. I'm telling you, I was melting down. Anyway, I find the wallet. I put that on. Now I go outside and I go around the corner. Of course, I have these neighbors that don't pay to get rid of their garbage, and their garbage, they always give me the garbage on Sunday, and it doesn't go out until Tuesday morning. So anyway, uh, the woman starts pointing to, yeah, the garbage is over there. It's over there. Originally they'd go over and I just bring my garbage can over, and they lift the garbage they want to get rid of and put it into my bin with the wheels on it. No, now it's like we're at the level now where they point to where it is for me to go find it. Yeah, we're at that level. So I leave that. I get that in my head. I go up, I get to the corner, to the highway, and I didn't touch the buttons to cross. And it's Sunday, it's all backed up. The light's not changing. And there's people in the car staring at me like I touched the button. I didn't touch the button. So I just looked the other way, stood there, and finally the thing recycled, and they let the cars go. And I waited till they were all out of my sight before I crossed. And I crossed, and I go up there, and I'm in the neighborhood. I'm like, okay, this is getting worse. All right. I start walking, and this woman comes along, and I know her. She knows my name, and she's a grandma. She's got one of her grandchildren. And she starts saying, hey, John, how you doing? I'm like, oh, you remember? Yeah, John, you talked to me a few times, hon. She says, you look a little down. I start telling her I take in people's garbage. I couldn't find my wallet this morning. I'm chicken shit to put the terminal on the oven because I only have one of those terminals. If I screw up, it's going to aggravate me. I'm telling him. So anyway, she starts praying over to me. I'm like, oh, okay, let me stand here. And as she's praying, I said, oh, don't forget the oven. I told the guy that. All right, so now she's gone. The craziness has stopped. I get up, there's a guy working on the car. And I said to him, do you think it's going to rain? Of course, he don't speak English. All right, fine. I keep walking. And I get up and I go around the loop. And I come back. And I get to the light. The light's working now. Come back across the highway. Going across the parking lot. And there's the car. I'm seeing a car. And it's Jackie Martin's dad's car. It's not actually Jackie Martin's dad's car. It's the same model. And the guy said it was a 1951. Maybe it was I don't think it was a Dodge, but I didn't hear him when he said it was 1951. But it's Jackie Martin's car. Now I'll tell you what Jackie Martin's car is in my life. Mr. Martin comes up the street, and we're all playing in the street, and he's waving to us and beeping the horn, and they're waving back. Hey, Mr. Martin, you're home. Blah, 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 blah. So anyway, the game breaks up, and I'm walking around, and Mr. Martin brings his car out in front of the house, and he jacks it up, and he's under it, and he's working on it. And I go over, I told you the story before. I go over, and I start talking to him. He's dead. He died. He had a heart attack. And then this kid, Frankie, come by. And he realized Mr. Martin wasn't moving. He ran up, got Ellie. She was a nurse. She come out and gave him, took his teeth out, which I was standing there hypnotized and watching. She gave him mouth to mouth. He was dead. That was it. And then Frankie, being a year older than me, he pulls me away, and he just says, he's dead. You don't understand when somebody's dead? And I said to Frankie, I was just talking to him, and then he just died. And I had trauma. I had trauma. To this day, I had trauma from that. And no one ever said, sat me down and said, these things happen. Nah, just move forward. Forget about Jackie's dad. Well, anyway, somehow I found out they never told Jackie where his dad died or nothing. And it bothered me for years. I have the it's in my head, the car, him dying under the car, everybody being rude about it. So it's in my head. And I contacted this girl. She was a friend of my sister. I just wanted to tell her that my sister was dead. She knew. And then she went through the list of everybody that we grew up with, and they're all dead. And it was just her and Jackie left alive. And she told me how to get in contact with Jackie. I got in contact with him through classmates. That's where she found him. And he rejoined, and he contacted me, and I emailed him. I said, "Do you know how your dad died?" And he came back, "No, they never told me." I said, "Well, I'm going to tell you." I spelled it all out in the letter, emailed him, and then that's what I wanted off. I wanted it out of my head, so that worked. So I found a bunch of pictures that was of Jackie. My mom took pictures of Jackie, Lynn, Jackie, my sister, and Ted Oswald. They're all dead except Lynn. So I scanned them and I sent them to Jackie. He sent some of them to Lynn, and so he got something out of this, and he got to find out how his dad died. They never would tell him. I thought that was strange, weird. This is the crap that's in my head. So today I'm standing by the car. This guy restored this car, and it's the ugliest, dumbest thing looking. It's like a big jelly bean. 1951. Let me think. It might have been a Chrysler. I didn't look at it. One of the parts on it says classic. It's just gaudy, and it was the same color as Jack. And I'm standing there, and the guy's in the car, and his wife, she's texting on the phone. I said, "Man," I said, "you're freaking me out, man. Why would you restore something like this?" But he wanted something different, and he says, "Did your friend?" At one point, he said, "Did your friend Jackie's father have the 4-door?" I said, "No, it was a 2-door. I know it was a 2-door. I know I have the vision in my head." And he goes, "Well, I guess the 4-door is rarer." And but anyway, that's how that went. So I left the dollar store, and nothing's really happened since then. All right, it just the light isn't changing, and everybody in the car is staring at me, and there's a whole crap load of cars. Like I pressed the button and caused the lights to, but the lights were stopped in all directions, and that's not how the lights work. The lights let people make turns. I think it got hit with some type of ambulance or the fire department came up there and they hit it. They have that gun. They hit it, and well, anyway, or it just got stuck on its own and it unstuck itself. But yeah, people just the garbage is over there. Go get the garbage. It's over there. Yeah. So one of these days, I'm telling you, I'm gonna snap. And I'm gonna say, you go get the fucking garbage and you put it in the fucking pail. And this is the last time I'm coming. I don't do that. Unbelievable. There's the garbage over there. Oh my God. But yeah, I did a bunch of videos. I'm going to release them. And one guy said, the one about the 2 moons was kind of sad. This is the stuff I put up with. And it doesn't stop. It's constant. What are the odds of nobody would want that old car. Nobody would want to restore that old car. But that guy, and there he is in the dollar store. And I have to cross there to get up from the light coming back from the walk. I got to walk past this car, and the guy was sitting in it, and I guessed it as a 53. He says, "No, it's a 51." I said, "Okay, that makes about right sense," because I had to figure out how old I was when the guy had the car quite a long time, Mr. Martin, and that's why he was under fixing it. Think about it; it all makes sense now. But it was a big, ugly, stupid car. And it was made to have a really good ride, and it was 51. I think it was before the fins. I think 57 is when they started putting fins on cars. And anyway, I'm not a real big car guy, but that car, that's like, what was the name of that car in the movie? The one that came to life. Oh, now I'm not gonna forget that one. Well, anyway, yeah, I had that kind of moment. Yeah. Yeah, I'm walking off. Oh, come on. Oh, and by the way, Jackie died. He died. Right after I told him how his dad died, and we exchanged pictures, um, Lynn emailed me that Jack had died. And he had operations. He was in really good shape, but he died. And I'm like, holy shit. I found the window. I find the guy. I tell him his dad died. He makes like a year more, or maybe even less. And he didn't know. They never told him that they just, your dad is dead. Let's move forward. That's what they did to the poor kid. They did that to me too. Nobody said, oh, John was over there talking to Mr. Martin. He was dead. And, oh, John, that's horrible. These things happen. Nah, move on. Move on. You're just hey, you're going to see a lot of people die in your day. You know, if we get a war in our neighborhood, you're going to see people shot through the head. And yeah, this is what I grew up around. The World War II people. You know, it's like, well, no, a good day is when no one's shooting at you. That's what I grew up around. A good day is a day when nobody's shooting at you. I think that's it. All right, that's it.